So we are going to be simplifying. See that stuff down there? Yeah, we're going to be using zero exponents and negative exponents to simplify. So for instance, this one, what do you do to the 3? Say nothing. You leave it alone, right? It's just a regular old 3. You leave the 3 alone. But I have a 5 to the negative 1. If it's a negative 1 power, you're going to make it 1 over 5 to the first. 5 to the first is just 5. What do you get here then if you put a 1 under there? Top times top, bottom times bottom. And it looks like I'm just going to get 3 over 5. I have all this stuff in parentheses and an exponent outside the parentheses. You remember way back when we reviewed exponents at the beginning of the year, if you have an exponent outside, doesn't matter if it's positive or negative, that exponent goes with, yes, it goes with all of those. And when you have a power to a power, what do? Add or multiply? Multiply the exponents. So I'm going to have 2 to the positive 2, negative 2 times negative 1, positive 2. What do I get, John? 3 to the positive 1 and 5 to the 0. Well, what is 2 squared? What is 3 to the first? What is 5 to the 0? And if you multiply all that stuff together, you get 12. Does that make sense? Questions so far? So moving right along here, I've got another parenthesis. It doesn't matter if it's all in a line or a fraction. If you've got an exponent outside of parentheses, it goes with everything inside. So this, it goes with the top, it goes with the bottom. So I have 2 to the negative 2, and on bottom, I have 5 to the negative 2. You just what? Well, sort of. I'm going to put a 1 under there because I like a 1 under there. This one is negative on the top. What do you do with a negative on top? You move it to the bottom and make it positive. This one is negative on the bottom. What do you do if it's negative on the bottom? Move it to the top and make it positive. So 2 over 1, that's going to be 5 squared is over. And then you can either multiply it straight across. Top times top is 50. Bottom times bottom is 4. Wait, reduce by 2. 2 goes in there 25. 2 goes in there twice. So that would be my answer. Or you can what? Cross cancel, right? Up here, you could divide this by 2. 2 goes in there once. 2 goes in there twice. And now multiply across. Multiply across. And then your answer will come out already reduced because you reduced back here. Either way, doesn't matter to me. Whichever way you prefer doing it is fine with me. As long as you show your work. Are we good so far? How about this one? I have no parentheses. See the 6? It's just a regular old 6, so I'm going to leave it there. See the x? It's a regular old x, so I'm going to leave it there. But what about that y? It's negative 1, so where should I put it? Right, bottom. Y to the first. Change it or leave it? Leave it. It's just a regular old negative 2. Change it or leave it? X to the negative 2, I've got to bring it up and make it positive 2. y to the negative 1, bring it up and make it y to the. And once you get everything where it needs to be, then you can cancel. Like, see this side of y over y? What's this? -3. And what's this? X to the third. I think that's all I have. -3x to the third. That's not so bad, right? Anybody with questions so far? Is it all coming back to you now? Oh, it never left. Keep going. Oh boy, we have more parentheses now. Remember, goes with all of those. This, this, this. Oh, so I have a 3 to the -1. What about this x? -2, -1? Multiply those, and you get a +2, right? Right? How about this one? We assume there's a what here? A 1. 1 times -1 is -1. Now, look at that bottom. Take a close look before you start doing anything. It's all that raised to the 0 power, Radwa. Which makes it 1, she says? Anything to the 0. It doesn't matter. It's just like down here. See all this? It was all raised to the 0 power. It makes it 1. So you don't even have to do anything right here. It makes it 1. Well, you have to finish simplifying the numerator, but it makes that all 1. What should I do with this? Yeah, put it on the bottom and make it 3 to the +1. You don't need to put the 1 there. This is already good, so I'll just leave it there. This, I think that's good. There's nothing else to reduce. Are we good so far?
Yeah.
How about one more just for fun? Oh, just for fun. Remember, outside parentheses, it goes with both of those. So on top, that would be 3 to the -1. What's bottom? -2, because you have to multiply those. And then what about this one? X -2 over 3 to the -2. Oh my, look at all those negatives. Well, this one's negative, put it in the bottom. That one's negative, put it in the top. I don't like working with all those negatives. I'm more positive, so this one's negative on the top, so we'll put it on the bottom. That one's negative on bottom, put it on top. Ooh, look at this. Before we go any farther, can I just cancel these two? What's 3 squared? Over 9/3, right? Which is what?
3.
Just 3. All that stuff, it just gives you a 3. Isn't that amazing? It's amazing.
Yeah, you can kind of tell by how it's set up on the top.
Well, you can kind of tell. Some of us, I can't kind of tell much. Remember, I'm a grandma. Can't tell hardly anything. So that's about all I have to say today. I was going to have you do the evens then. Have you do the evens. I was going to have you do the evens on page 218, 219. How about right here? Page 218, 219. Starting with 2 through 8 and 22, 34 to 36. Oh, 36. That one's easy. Evens only. Right here. There we go. Holler if you need help, please.